All right, shifting our focus now, the Syrian government has imposed its will on the Kurdish-led forces in the country. Damascus has signed a deal with the Kurds, paving the peace. In fact, Syria isn't the only country which has tensions with its Kurdish population. Remember, the question therefore is, will the deal have a knock-on effect in other major problem area, that's Turkey? Kurdish fighters have started withdrawing from their strongholds in north and northeastern Syria. Damascus will soon oversee the provinces controlled by the Kurdish-led Syrian Democratic Forces, or the SDF. It's a major victory for the Syrian president, Ahmad al-Shara, who is consolidating his hold over the country. But it's also a major victory for al-Shara's biggest backer, the Turkish president, Recep Tayyip Erdogan.
Suriye'nin bereketli toprakları artık acıya.
The fertile lands of Syria have had enough of suffering, blood and tears. What needs to be done now is essentially clear. Procrastination, resistance and playing for time by hiding behind various excuses will benefit no one. The era of terrorism in our region is completely over. The requirements of the ceasefire and full integration agreement must be fulfilled swiftly, and no one should make the same mistake again.
What Erdogan said applies to his own country as well. Turkey has faced an insurgency by Kurdish separatists for almost 40 years now. Ankara fought against an armed Kurdish group called the Kurdistan Workers' Party, or the PKK. Turkey, US and the European Union have designated the PKK as a terrorist group. But last year, PKK's founder, Abdullah Öcalan, told the group to lay down arms and disband. The PKK followed his orders and dissolved itself last May. PKK fighters even symbolically burnt their weapons in July last. But despite all of this, a final peace deal with Turkey still hasn't concluded, partially because of the SDF's hold over parts of Syria. The Turkish government believes that Syria's SDF was an offshoot of the PKK. So as long as the Kurdish-led forces controlled parts of Syria, Turkey was unwilling to finalize a peace deal with the PKK. But now, with Syria reimposing authority over its north and northeast, Turkey shouldn't have any reason to delay the peace process further. Leaders of Turkey's pro-Kurdish party, the DEM, said that Ankara has no more excuses. They say that it is the Turkish government's turn to take concrete steps now. But will Erdogan agree, or will he, quote, procrastinate, resistant and play for time by hiding behind various excuses?